Hey, what's up? So I've decided to just make a video, and the goal is to show off the different displays in the Oculus Home. I've already got a tutorial on how to set that stuff up in the first place and how to snap things to the different displays, but they're doing something with the screens, and it's always been there, and it's kind of starting to bother me now. And I feel like it's probably for the best if I just go ahead and just show pretty much everything. So here we go. I'm going to make a new home. I'm not sure what that is. Multiplayer session. And somebody was trying to join my game. Alright, I gotta make sure my hands aren't lagging or anything. They seem fine right now. Okay, so this is my home as it is right now, but I'm gonna make an empty space. I had this set up over here. That's always weird. I had this set up over here, so I could have I've got a couple of games that are dual screen, but I can't seem to use those properly anymore. That's a whole other thing. But alright, I'm gonna try to see if I can do this really quick. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and make this new home first. So we're gonna go and where is it here? Your homes. We'll make a new home and drop that down. This way the room is completely blank. I'm gonna make it completely blank. Alright. Default home. We're gonna go in here. Where is that thing at? Clear home. Clear home. Absolutely nothing is in here now. Nothing. Just got the fireplace. Default stuff, whatever. Default environment. Let's go ahead and peek through the wall because this is always weird. Okay. Anyway, alright, so we're gonna go ahead and go here. I'm gonna make sure that I have the locking stuff is turned off. Alright, got that. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna put one of these. I'm just gonna put the stuff on the wall, I guess. I think that's the only one that shows up under decorations, and then we're gonna go to special items. This and this are pretty much the same. I'm gonna have to go back to the other room and delete that retro TV I have. So we'll put this monitor here bothers me a lot for a different reason. Put that there. We'll put that there against the wall. And I'll have the actual wall-mounted TV beside that. I don't want those touching. And then we'll put the classic arcade cabinet in the corner. Okay. And you know what, whatever, just because I'm not going to leave this one in here. But we'll put these two machines beside each other. So I'll have this rotated. Put that back here, right beside that. Just so you can see, both of these are almost the exact same. These are the two screens in this thing that I think are the best looking overall. One of the things that I don't like about these screens that's starting to bother me more now, especially since you can't adjust the lighting, is if you can see, you've got like marks on it. So it looks like maybe somebody tried to clean it. Like those are clearly thumbprints, and it's cool that they rendered that. But at the same time, when you're playing certain games and the games are dark, it makes it really hard to see certain things that are happening. My problem with this monitor is just that like it's so tiny. I'm gonna go ahead and broadcast my first screen onto here, and like this is where I would be sitting at usually if I'm using a monitor. Like this feels like the right distance. Better yet, let's go ahead and load a game. There's another issue here too. So you can see the boxes being drawn. When you pull up a monitor like this, you can't see your mouse cursor at the moment. I don't know why that is. I haven't figured that out yet. It's been like that for a while. But that is really strange. So that means that you kind of have to like lift off your headset, or what you can do, which also doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me, is you can go in here. You can use the Oculus desktop, and now you got a mouse cursor. And also, this screen looks like it's so much more higher like it's more clear than any of these other ones are for whatever reason. We will load. I want to load up something that's not too intense, but it's widescreen. I don't really want to do Call of Duty 2. New fighting games that are in. Oh dear God. I want to use a mouse and keyboard, but I might load up Skullgirls. Let's see what we got. So many games, so many games, so many games. No. I think that this might run in 4.3. Alright, I'm gonna load up Skullgirls, I guess. Jesus, it's been a long time since I loaded this game, so I'm going to hit, whoops, hold down B. I want to make sure that I actually select the game. Now, what's funny is I know one of my friends is going to start giving me crap over this. Alright, so this is loaded. So here's it on the monitor. I got a stick. I wonder if I can attach this to pretty much every snow. Okay, so right now, the other issue is that you can only attach one thing to a screen at a time. I think before, you could attach like a different thing to each one of these if you wanted to. Not the case anymore, so whatever. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and start playing Skullgirls for the first time in a long time. Oh, Jesus. I don't even know if these controls are set. Okay. Alright, we'll go in. Trying to think my controls are set up right. Controls. Config all. Up, down, left, right. Light, medium, heavy. Light, medium, heavy. Start, select. Start to skip, start to skip, start to skip, start to skip. Okay. Accept that. There we go. I'm going to go into the training mode. Whatever. It's been a long time since we had this game on. I also have the sounds off, and it's just because I've heard it so much. I don't really need to hear it again. Alright. So. Okay. Let me make sure. Alright, so that game is on. Just want to make sure that the viewing angle and stuff is fine. It just seems like, you know, like when you're playing a game, it's fine, but the thing that makes it hard is like if you sit, you know, a comfortable distance from the screen, which I'd say is about here, it can make the text like, all of the text just looks really small. So we'll turn that one off and go over to this one. And this one is technically fine, but I think this might be, some of the screens just have like weird fingerprints or something on them. You can kind of see it there with the way that the lighting is, and I don't understand why they would do that. It looks more realistic. But if I have fingerprints on my screen in real life, I'm going to try to remove them. But this right here, what I was saying about this monitor, is that this and this, like, I don't understand why you would use this other than just aesthetic reasons of like, I want to design my room and I want to have a computer. But if you want to use your desktop just to play games, you can't really see all that well on here. Why would you not use this? This one over here, you can actually see the fingerprints and stuff on it already. We'll go ahead and switch. These two are pretty much the exact same thing. It's just one is wall mounted and one isn't. So, is that? This looks great up close. And again, if you're playing the game, you can kind of see from a distance, but like something about the resolution on this compared to this, I don't know. It's something about it just always just looks. It just looks like the Oculus Dash stuff is just a lot more clear than the in-game screens are, and I can't figure out why. We'll go ahead and pin that, so that way it's just always up there. All right, so we'll turn that off, and then these over here. There's not much I can do with these. These are 4:3 resolution. Yeah, so it's going to look, you know, it's going to be fine on here. Again, the problem with this is like you can see those little fingerprints in the corner, so if your screen isn't at the exact right spot, those like smudges just get in your way. We'll turn that off. We got this here, which I don't really feel like standing up, but I might do it so you can actually see it properly. This is what I'm hoping that they do in the future, is maybe a few widescreen monitors or widescreen arcade machines, but this is fine to me since you're usually sitting up close. Like if you're playing the game, you want to be up close so you can see it. So this works. I just wish that this was also widescreen instead of just 4:3. 4:3 is great though, since I play a lot of old arcade games on there, and this monitor over here, like I said, is the exact same. Go ahead and pin that in here. And again, the performance on these games are going to be, it's going to be hit or miss. It's going to depend on what you're playing. But it seems like right now, your best option if you want to have the best performance is just to use the Oculus Dash and just load the game up. You can make it as big as you want to. Well, not as big as you want to. You can make it pretty darn big. Or small, if you're a crazy person. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're doing something you don't want anybody to see. You don't want anybody to virtually see you playing this game. You can shrink it down like that. Anyway, that's all I had. I just wanted to show off that weird stuff. Like I said, you can see the fingerprints and stuff on the screens now, and I wish that wasn't there. I also wish that, like, this resolution here looks better than it does on the screen right here. I don't understand why. I cannot figure that out. I lost my monitor, whatever. Yeah, like this looks fine if you're right up on it, but I don't want to sit this close to a virtual monitor, especially since this thing is tiny. Anyway, whatever. That's my thoughts on all of this stuff. I think it's still a cool feature. I just wish that it was a little bit more legible. Like right here, I can't make out anything. Closer I get, yeah, it's fine. And it's because the resolution of the headset's small. But that makes me wonder, like, why would I use that over, you know, just the regular thing? I don't even know where the thing went to. Oh my goodness, it's over here beside me. Wow. Alright, anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and I will be back later. Peace.